Welcome back to Skyline Dreams. This video is of course come from the Skyline Dreams World Headquarters Science and Technology Centre, otherwise known as my garage, now brought to you in landscape because Dino likes it in landscape, not portrait. Alright, check it out. We've got all the dolphin glaze back on the front in the new and improved shape that I built. Dolphin glaze has gone off. Now it's time to sand it down. Look, see how it looks. Find any little low spots, fix them, and hopefully get this to a condition good enough to put a final coat of primer on it. Alright, let's get on with it. And I'm very excited to bring to you the latest advance in the Skyline Dreams technology, a sanding machine. Going to be so much quicker than hand sanding. Approximately 60 to 70% done. We continue. That is the front and the top sanded down. It has revealed a couple of low spots which I know I would find. One there, and these corners was coming in a little bit, so I need to fill these corners here and here, and I knew it was going to prove to be a problem, but getting into these corners to sand them into a nice corner, it's difficult because of the access, but you just have to get on with it. Managed to make some serious progress with this corner here. Whilst I was at it, I actually found a little very shallow weak spot, so I ended up cutting it out. So although it looks like I've gone back about 4 steps, I haven't. It just means I've had to fill it again, and I'll be a bit more sanding. I found another low spot in this corner here, and I carried on cutting away into this corner here because it was coming up quite high there. So I've leveled it out. A lot flatter now, and then I found another low spot, so I had to carry on. As with anything like this, I am not a professional, I am just a hobby builder, so it does take quite a while, but I'm having a really good time doing it, and watching it come together is really quite fun, so just gonna stick with it. There we go, that is the edges cut back down. Time for a little bit more dolphin glaze into these corners here, and then another layer of primer to highlight any areas I may have missed. Finally getting somewhere. Dolphin glaze is on. This goes off in a really quick time, as previously stated, so I'll give it 5 minutes, time for a quick coffee, and then get to the sanding. So I've just given it a nice wet coat of primer. This is not the finished product, this is to highlight any low spots. I can see I've got one low spot there. And that top corner's gone a bit weird, so I need to sort that out. And there's a tiny little low spot there. A little bit of damage there I need to fix. The rest of it looks pretty good. Lens flares are like being in a Zack Snyder movie. Pretty pleased with that. All in, I'm going to call it a day right there. So, catch me in the next one. Thanks to everyone this week who has hit subscribe to follow the channel. There's plenty more Skyline updates on the way. Stay safe, guys. See you in the next one.